guys, what's going on? Isaiah53 here, and today I'm bringing you episode 4 of my video series called Does It Work? And in today's episode, we will be reviewing YouTuber Xboxahoy and his Honey Badger class setup. This class setup was actually recommended on my episode 1 video in a comment by a subscriber. So this is me trying to say, guys, I do read your comments, I do appreciate your comments, and I do try to reply to them. Now, what's been going on with my channel lately? Well, since episode 3, I went from 29 subscribers to 247 in just a matter of a week, and most of those came within the first 48 hours of me posting my episode 3. And the reason why is because Elite Shot actually recommended my video and gave it a like. And so Elite Shot, thank you for that. And everyone who has joined my channel and subscribed to my channel since then, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. I apologize that it's been about a week or more since I've actually made a video, but life has just been crazy. It's been pretty hectic, and I've just been very busy lately. So I appreciate your patience, and I am working on multiple videos. I have episode 5 coming up very soon, which is going to be a special retro episode. Every 5 episodes I'm going to try to do something special. And I also have episode 6 coming up, which is a class recommendation by another subscriber. And then for episode 7, I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this class setup. As you can see here, I'm calling in my Trinity rocket, which is part of our kill streak setup. As another part of our kill streak setup, we also have the IMS and the Battleheim, which I just earned right there before dying, and I was actually able to call it in. And I also earned a field order there, and I'll be calling that in very soon. As another part of this class setup, we're using the Honey Badger with 2 attachments. We have the foregrip and extended mags. And of course we also have the built-in silencer. So overall we have a great combination of attachments, and I really cannot complain about it. I honestly think that this is a great attachment setup. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into one of the most important parts of any class, and that's the perk setup. For the perk setup on this class, we have Ready Up, Marathon, Steady Aim, Takedown, Off the Grid, and Dead Silence. Now let's go ahead and start talking about my likes and dislikes of the class and answer the question, does this class setup work? Okay, so first of all, let's just spend a couple of quick seconds over the kill streak setup. In my past videos, I've already talked about the Battleheim, I've already talked about the Trinity rocket, and if you guys have seen those episodes, then you know how I feel about those, and overall, I like those. I think they're good kill streaks. I got nothing negative to say about it. But something we haven't seen yet is the IMS, so let's go ahead and talk about it. The IMS is a kill streak that I personally think is a little overpowered. Its range and the amount of damage that it puts out is just incredible. And the fact that you can get it in 5 kills or 4 kills if you're running hardline is just absurd. I think it needs to be a 7 or 8 kill streak, or I think you need to be able to get it in 4 to 5 kills, but the damage needs to be significantly lowered. But other than that, in terms of actually using it, I think it is a good kill streak overall, but I would probably rather run the guard dog simply because it's more mobile, and that's my personal preference. Moving on, let's go ahead and start talking about the perks. First up, we have Ready Up. Ready Up is a perk that allows you to pull your gun up faster while you're running off the sprint. So if you're running and you see somebody, it allows you to pull your gun up faster and start aiming at them. To me, that is a common sense perk. Why would you not want that? Pretty much in Call of Duty, usually the first one that gets their gun up and starts aiming down sights is usually the one who's going to win the gun battle. So I definitely think that Ready Up is a great perk. Next up, we have Marathon. Marathon is a perk that is awesome to have, but it's completely unnecessary. You know, I mean, most of us are used to running for a little bit and stopping, running for a little bit and stopping. So Marathon's not really something you're going to be able to utilize all the time to really capitalize on all the benefits. I would actually probably swap out Marathon and throw in something like Sleight of Hand, because this class setup does not have Sleight of Hand on it, and it actually takes a little bit of time to reload with a Honey Badger without Sleight of Hand. So me personally, I think you would get more benefit out of replacing Marathon and putting in Sleight of Hand. The next perk I want to talk about is the Steady Aim perk. Steady Aim allows you to have better hip fire accuracy. Now, while that sounds like that is cool and all, the truth is, how many times in a game are you actually going to be firing from the hip? Hopefully and ideally not that much. You should be taking calculated and precision shots at everyone. You should be aiming down sight, taking your time, and making sure that you're actually firing with precision instead of just firing from the hip. So Steady Aim, while it is a cool perk and all, it's not really something you're going to be able to utilize all the time to really capitalize on the benefits. Next up, let's start talking about the perk Takedown. Takedown is a perk that allows you to kill enemies without revealing their death locations. Now, at first, this sounds like it would be very helpful, but when you really stop and think about it, it's really not that helpful. If you kill an enemy, there are so many other ways that the enemy team can still figure out where you are. If they're working together and making callouts, then whoever died can just say, hey, he's over there by the bus, or he's over in the courtyard. They can tell the team where you are. Or if the enemy team has headsets on, like Astros or Turtle Beaches or Tritons or whatever else, they can hear where the gunfire is coming from. So really, it's not a perk that's going to benefit you all that much. Again, you know, Takedown is a perk that I would probably switch out for something else. You know, like Hardline, so we could get to those kill streaks just a little bit faster. Next up, let's go ahead and start talking about Off the Grid. Off the Grid is a perk that allows you to not be detected by SATCOMs. Now, if the enemy team is using SATCOMs, then this is obviously an amazing perk to have. However, if the enemy team is not using SATCOMs, then Off the Grid is really one of those things where you're like, I'm not really getting any benefits from it, so I might not want to use it. Personally, the more I play, the less SATCOMs I'm beginning to see, because I really think that most people are starting to realize just how useless a SATCOM really is. I don't think they're that beneficial. We went over that a little bit more in episode 2, so be sure to check that out if you want more on that. So I wouldn't recommend running Off the Grid. I would probably end up running something else, maybe Stalker or maybe Quick Draw or something of that nature. And lastly, the last perk we have is Dead Silence. And as I've already revealed in 2 other different videos, I think Dead Silence is an absolutely amazing perk. No one can hear you, and if you're running a headset, everyone else around you is automatically amplified. But if you combine that and use the perk Amplify, then you're going to be able to hear absolutely everything, and you won't even need the minimap at all to find anybody. Okay guys, last but not least, let's go ahead and answer the question. Does this class setup work? And the answer is, it's complicated. You see me perform really well with it. I get a kill death ratio of 28-8, but it took me several games to be able to play at this caliber. I struggled for so long with this class simply because it has 2 major flaws. The first flaw is that it's not using the perk Focus, and the Honey Badger has so much recoil on it, it's very hard to control. And the second flaw is that most of the perks are perks that are okay, but could and probably should be switched out for other perks to get the full benefit, as I was explaining earlier. So I would probably have to put this in the no category overall, but if you're willing to do the work and get good with it, then fine, go ahead and use it, but it's not something I would recommend off the bat. But okay guys, that's it for this episode. I really do appreciate you checking out the video. Thanks for all the support I've been receiving from all of you, and if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, then definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you give me a thumbs up and recommend to a friend. Also, let me know in the comments below what you like, what you don't like about the video, and let me know what other Does It Work videos you want me to make on other first-person shooters. I can do Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Titanfall, you name it. Just let me know, guys, in the comments below. Alright, guys, until next time, Isaiah out.